Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Allway Gardens right now, and here's inside Chunwan actually. And it's actually my first time coming here. And there's actually one of my local routes that does comes here, but I seldom take that one because that's gonna take way too long to get here. So here's inside Chunwan, very close to Tunman Road. Actually not really, but up the hill a little bit. This is Allway Gardens actually right here. It's not that fancy in my opinion because mine is pretty old. And I just ate at the restaurant over there, pretty trashy. So, not great, that restaurant really. And here we are, we're gonna not be taking KMBs today. We have the 30X, which is my local route, going to Whampoa Garden. Chengshan route here, 30, this thing sucks. I just took it took over an hour just to get between these two places. Chunwan Station Circular, 39M, that starts here. And then goes down to Chunwan Station, loop back. And then we have another one, which is Chunwan West Station Circular, but that one starts at Chunwan West Station instead and comes up here and loop around, which is stopping on the main road. Okay, and we also have a is that baby? Oh, no, that's just the 30X stand over there. And also a rush hour special, 934A, going to Wan Chai here. And also the route that we're going to film today, minibus over there, going back down to Chunwan, which is the airport route. A38 here. To airport. Yes, this I think is a recently started route. I don't think it started for a while. I think it recently came in after COVID. They actually set this route up. Or maybe it's actually a long time route, I'm not so sure. But it has one of the most ridiculous paths of all times. And also terrible frequency. Yes. Every day this thing has service. It seems pretty nice. And also, by the way, the bus will depart in 4 minutes and it's not here yet. What the hell? So it's a Long Win bus. It's going to be an MMC because for Long Win, when it needs to have luggage racks for the bus, and no, that's not it still. When it needs to have a luggage rack to go to the airport, it mostly uses the MMC buses. Okay, so let's take a look at it. This path is very, very terrible in my opinion because there's some weird things going on with this route. Now, first things let's talk about the thing. It doesn't pass through Hong Kong, Zhuhai, Macau Bridgeport in terms for an A route. Okay. Here. Switch hands here. In terms of an A route, so that's why they said you actually need to change. Interchange to Hong Kong Zhuhai Macau Bridgeport. And here's the path here. So it starts from Allway Gardens over there, and it will loop down to the main road, and it will take along the coast of Castle Peak Road, Ting Kau section. Along the whole road, I don't think anyone's gonna get on there, but we'll see. And then it's gonna loop around Sham Tseng, but Sham Tseng is the stupid part. Look at this. It stops there, and then what the hell is going on here? It goes express along this side of the road, all the way down to the U-turn, and then loop back, then stops back. What the hell? And then it goes up the highway and goes straight to the airport. A routes doesn't loop Tung Chou, so it goes straight to the airport. But what the hell is that path? The other direction towards Chunwan will all stops first until the U-turn and then express back after the U-turn. Which is so dumb. And also, yes, it costs $20, $19.80 to go to the airport. And look at the frequency. 1 hour per bus. Yes, every day, 1 hour per bus the entire day. Except 2 services in the morning, like 7 o'clock in the morning. 30 minutes per bus there. But after that, it's just like 1 hour per bus the entire day. It departs at the 35-minute mark until 10:35, the last service. So let's get ready. Let's go to the airport. After that, we'll take another new route from the airport, another Long Win route, because just to film more Long Win. And so Long Win Bus is the airport branch company. That's this by KMB. So it's KMB branch company to serve airport. Has been there for a long time since actually Long Win has started service since Chek Lap Kok Airport was in service. So it's around 25 years already. So Long Win only serves new territories from the airport. So Chunwan, Kwai Fong counts as slightly as new territories, but not really. But the real new territories will be Sha Tin, Tai Po, Fanling, Sheung Shui. All these areas will be served by Long Win. While City Bus City Flyers will be serving the city in Kowloon and also Hong Kong Island. That's how the system works. So let's wait for our bus. But now Long Win routes do have E routes, which is the same system as the E routes of a city bus. It will loop Tung Chung, but this is an A route, so it won't loop Tung Chung. But unfortunately, it's still going to pass through Tung Chung because it doesn't actually go to the Hong Kong-Macau Bridge port at all. So it will still pass through Tung Chung. It will stop at Airport Terminal 1 for you to get off, and then it will loop back down to the Ground Transportation Center terminus, which is going to be a little bit awkward when I get off, but we're going to get off at the Airport Transportation Center bus terminus. Okay, so somehow a V6X came in, but unfortunately it came in like right away, so that's why it left right away. So just start at the bottom there. Okay, so for Long Win is also very nice because they offers you within 2 hours interchange with any KMB route. So earlier I took the 30, $7.10. So then I pay for this $12.70 to make it up to $19.80. So that's how the system works. So that's why they offer really good, decent interchange if you want to do Long Win with KMB buses. So whatever route you take and then change to a Long Win route at any spot, it will be basically the whole Long Win bus fare instead of actually like extra. Okay, so there go some stops already, which this bus apparently doesn't have any announcements. Let's see whether there are any Wi-Fi on the bus. Oh, there is Wi-Fi. There is announcements, but it's just very weak. And no Wi-Fi. Wow. Yep, it's gonna take a different path to go back down because it can't loop back the same way it came from. The next stop is 荃湾 Center. 下一站是荃湾中心. Now, there should not be too many cheating of fares by elderlies this time because A routes is not included in the subsidiary scheme. So that's why elderly still have to pay the half price instead of actually the $2. So, which is good, which makes sense because it's not just stupid. Oh man, but these V6X seats are so bad. It's just so hard, these seats. 下站係全景花園第2期. The next stop is Chunking Garden Phase 2. 下一站是全景花園第2期. Yep, because it's still KMB style of the announcements. 請緊握扶手. Knees hold the handrail. 请紧握扶手. The next stop is Chungking Circuit Flyover. 下一站是全景围天桥. Now, of course, these A routes are just connecting very close to the airport, areas very close to the airport, like Tuen Mun and also Tsuen Wan. Like, these routes are a little cheaper, but of course, there are more expensive routes going far. But of course, it's already not as expensive as the freaking city bus ones, because the city bus city flyers actually go so far into the city, so those cost over 40 to 50. But this one's only $19.80, so it's not too bad. So yes, this thing is 1 hour per bus. It's not a joke. That's why. Are there people waiting? Yep, there's a luggage there. Wow. But of course, you can time it well to get the timing. But it's just, this path is also ridiculous. Why not just take a route to go to Qingyi first and then take it, you know? Or even actually, if you go to Tuen Mun, is also even better. Because the Sham Tseng Park is just ridiculous. It's also very confusing too because of the stands and locations. Because we go towards the airport, it actually jumps a lot of the stops first and then go back and serve them all. So that's why the stands actually on the side will says one of the stops, all these stops set to the airport, and then suddenly until that express point, the stands were set to Tsuen Wan direction, because the Tsuen Wan bound direction will serve the stops first, then do the U-turn like I said. That's why you see the stands later on at Sham Tseng, which is so dumb. Oh, it's the same path as last time with the 34, but it's okay. Just went past the Chai Wan Kok Street stop. Next is the Belvedere Garden Phase 3 stop. Oh, we do stop at Bayview Gardens, but we're stopping on the coast. It's not a bus terminus this time. Who the hell is getting off here? What the hell? Who the hell is getting off here? Looks like someone actually with a freaking month pass is actually getting off because it's just a cheap fare for them. That is absolute bullshit right there, dude. What the hell? It's not like oh, but the thing is the bus is blocking the spot, so. 下一站係麗城花園第3期. The next stop is Belvedere Garden Phase 3. 下一站是麗城花園3期. This is a big area, so there are people boarding. Yep, everyone has to pay the full fare. There are no cheating for this route. Except that person just literally get off right here. Let's see whether we can get that light. Oh man. The next stop is Bayview Garden. 下一站是湾景花园. What the hell is going on here? Oh, this is actually a pretty decent minibus. From Sham Tseng. Nice. Freaking, it's a pretty nice diesel one right there. But the thing is, minibuses is mostly actually more expensive than buses, so is your choice. Plus, minibuses most of the time will get full like after a few stops if they're going express. Yep, we're turning right back down here instead of actually going straight like the 34. We don't need to stop at the Bayview Garden bus terminus. 234X over there with an egg and a single decker over there. 34M going to the Chunwan Station Circular. And time to go Castle Peak Road. Let's do it. Now I think all these stops along Tang should have no one on it. Oh, apparently there's one right there. Just kidding. The next stop is Greenview Terrace. 下一站是翠景台。So the reason I want to film this route is just because I want to take a look at how stupid the Sham Tseng loop is. The next stop is 姚金頭。下一站是油柑頭。no, 油尖頭。A38, that's the MMC that I'm actually expecting over there. Why this guy needs to stop here? There's no one there. 下一站係近水灣。The next stop is Closewater Bay. Oh, 下一站是近水灣。Approach Beach, close. That's a nice hotel right there. Oh, just kidding, it's actually under renovation or something. But it's a hotel, you can look around and go to the look at the ocean views and goes to Sham Tseng. That's probably what this thing is for. You can actually rent a hotel, $12,000 for 30 days. That's actually not bad. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's actually honestly not bad. $12,000 for 1 month. Some fancy housing areas is basically the same price. $53 more single deckers. That's a U depot bus, by the way. It's not actually like these stupid things. Honestly, this path is pretty pointless to have an airport route, but I guess this thing is at least serving it. 下一站係南山游泳會. The next stop is South Mountain Swimming Club, a swimming association. 下一站是南山游泳会. There it is. No one there. 下一站係汀九. The next stop is Ting Cow. 下一站是汀九. Like, it's just like literally no one lives here. There's just random houses there. Random village houses over there. It's just probably until Sham Tseng there will be people getting on, but later on we're gonna be up there, but we need to go to Sham Tseng and do a whole big loop first before we go up there. 下一站係麗都灣 The next stop is Lido Beach. 下一站是丽都灣 Yep, I already expected all of the stops we're just basically skipping. 下一站係海尾灣 The next stop is 海尾 Beach. 下一站是海尾灣 This is right, this is awesome. Look at this. Tang Bridge there, Tang Bridge over there. It's just very pretty like this. Unfortunately for this stop is actually inside this loop. So unfortunately he actually needs to go in there and just loop a little bit. Which is really unfortunate considering literally there's no one there. Which is pretty pointless. I'd rather he just actually drives along here and then when they're actually for real people, just stop right there and just ask them to walk over. And next is Sham Tseng. 下一站係深井深慈街。下一站係深慈街。The next stop is Sham Tseng Street. 下一站是深慈街。After this stop, we're gonna go express until the U-turn before we stop all of the stops back. Which I'll show you the stands later on. You can probably see the stands and the poles on the side of the road. It's keep on saying airport, and then after this stop, it's gonna say Chun Wan for the next stand that you can see. Okay, so we might need to start stopping now because this is Sham Tseng. For sure, people is living here. Although this is like out of the middle of nowhere over here, and then there are people living here. Yep, here are the people, which is dumb. Why not board on the other side? Just board on the other side and you need to suffer. You don't need to suffer this loop. This loop is absolutely pointless. It's just for serving people. So why not just go on the other side road and then just wait there? Because we will stop over there later on. And later we're going to turn up there to go up to the expressway. You can see expressway. So we turn up there to go to Tinmun Road and go across Tang Bridge and Chiang Mai Bridge. So. And next stop is Ting Long Tao Chun, which we're gonna skip all these stops here. 下一站係 Ting Long Tao Chun. The next stop is Ting Long Tao Chun. 下一站是青龍頭村. Okay, so here's the stand. A38 is pretty small, but it's clearly saying Chun Wan. Which is so dumb. Before I actually don't know how this route works, and until I searched it around on the app, I was like mind blown. I was just like, I always saw the stands on this side say it's going to Chun Wan. I was like, going Chun Wan is going this way? What the hell? How the hell does it go? I don't know until I searched up on the app. I was like, WTF. $53. That's pretty full actually. Yep, we're gonna run all the way to the back and then U-turn and then we start stopping again. But this side we're skipping first. Now this path can also lead you to Tuen Mun, but it's going to be pretty slow. Later on we just literally need to go over there, and we're literally parallel to it right now, but later on we go back to cross Tin Khao Bridge, then go over again. Here's the U-turn spot. 52X over there, Mongkok. Yep, here's the U-turn spot. Over there is Hong Kong Gardens. We have 952 coming over to Causeway Bay. That's also pretty miserable. It goes along here. And now it starts stopping the stops backwards. Okay, this is dumb because they have airport on there and also Tuen Mun on there. Tuen Mun's wrong. They don't stop here. They stop on the other side. Oh, actually no. This stop is stops here for Tuen Mun. Yes, this stop stops here, but the other stops were just on the other side. So basically, we'll run express from here towards Tuen Mun back to the Sham Tseng Street stop. 下一站係浪翠園第4期. The next stop is Seacrest Villa Phase 4. 下一站是浪翠然第4期。下一站係浪翠園第3期。The next stop is Seacrest Villa Phase 3. 下一站是浪翠然第3期。Well, still no one. Is there someone walking from the back? Nope. Skip. Now, unfortunate is that for real, if there's someone actually behind us, that he's screwed. The next stop is Ma Wan Pier. 下一站是马湾码头 234B going up to Seacrest Villa to terminate. Okay, now the stop is inside, but we can't see it. Usually when we can see it, we just skip the stop. What the hell is happening in here? Oh wait, we got people getting on this time. Sham Tseng. The next stop is Sham Tseng Village. 下一站是深井村。And after the loop, back into Sham Tseng. Now Sham Tseng is a travel destination for you guys to come, but I don't recommend it because it's so far and it's basically a lot of things are so expensive. And most of these restaurants have opened some branches in the city area, so you can just eat there instead of coming in here. If you want to come here, just take the 53 and just do the whole journey on 53. You can go basically one day and take the whole thing and explore all of this area. On the bus, don't need to get off. The next stop is Rhine Garden. 下一站是海运花园. That's the last stop. Next is Lantau Link Toll Plaza. So you see some of the guys actually boarded at that Sham T Street stop that I said before the express section all the way. You can literally just walk down a little bit on the road and board here instead of actually looping the whole loop. It's just stupid. These guys are smart because they board here and the next stop is already in the Lantau area. There's the Desto there with the airplane. The next stop is Lantau Link Bus Interchange. 下一站是青屿干线转车站。前往迪士尼樂園嘅乘客，請喺呢個站轉乘 R8 路線。Passengers for Disneyland, please change here for route R8. 前往迪士尼樂園的乘客，請在此站換乘路線 R8。前往港珠澳大橋香港口岸嘅乘客，請喺呢個站轉乘路線 A31 或 A41。Passengers going to Hong Kong Zhuhai Macau Bridge Hong Kong Port, please change here. Please change to route A31 or A41 at this stop. 前往港珠澳大桥香港口岸的乘客，请在此站换乘路线 A31 或 A41。Yep, literally we were just here at the bottom of Castle Peak Road and now we're up here and cross the bridge. Not just bridge, across the bridges. Alright, so Ting Kau Bridge first, then we have Ting Ma Bridge. A43, that's a Fanling route, so it will loop past Zheung Shui first, then goes to Fanling. We'll take Thailand Tunnel in the Northern Road. And I saw a coach over there for Ma Wan. That's one of the routes that's actually operated by Ma Wan itself, going out to the city areas. I mean Chin Wan and Kwai Fong, I think. But due to they actually are lacking of buses right now, so some of 1 hour per bus they actually need to use a coach. So yes, it's just a high floor coach, of course, and then the other ones are all just low floor single decker buses. Okay, what the hell's going on here? E21D, terrible. E32 going to Kwai Fong. E11A, Causeway Bay, Tin Hau, also terrible. City Flyer coming over. A21, my local one to Hong Kong Station, and a gap back there. R8, no one on it. What the hell? Now, I know this is just basically doing a loop there. E32A going to Kwai Fong. But there might sometimes might have people actually doing the loop, but why is using it just a trash bus today? More City Flyers coming over. Is that A12? A12, Siu Sai Wan. Also 1 hour per bus for that one. Now, Mile 1 is actually very kind of weird because if you're driving in there, you need to be authorized. But if you just want to go in there by public transport, you're free to go in there. So, A31 going to, I don't remember actually where that goes. Yeah, I don't remember. Damn. Let's just search it, shall we? Oh, it's the Lena Tower. Okay. Chinwan. Wow, this one's so not too bad actually. Oh, that's pass through Changwon though. It loops the whole Chinwan and then it goes to Tang Yi, stop at Changwon bus interchange, and then Lan Tao. So it's pretty fast. And more city flyers, A22 I think. Can't see it, the trees are in the way. But this is not an E-route where it goes straight to the airport after the stop. Yes, I will be going to the airport in a week or so, but why not just do some routes before you do so. E31 over there. That's one of the routes that doesn't go to the airport, just a Tongchong route. E42 between Shatin, Pokhong Estate. Using a trash bus, what the hell. A29, Po Lam. Wrong desto on it though. And a E11 going. Now that one will goes to the airport first, then goes to Hong Kong Zhuhai Macau Bridgeport, then go back to the Ground Transportation Center bus terminus. Which basically is multiple loops over there, and all of them are Long Win. Alright, here we are. This is all of the A routes that stops here. And then the routes that actually go past Zhuhai Macau Bridgeport will be stated at the bottom, and then all of the routes at the top doesn't go. So A32 from Kwai Chung Estate doesn't go. We won't go there, and A42. I don't remember what is A42. Oh, it's the Wong Nai Tao route that's recently extended to full day service, and the A43P, which is a rush hour special.下一站係機場1號客運大樓。落車前請離開車廂前請緊記帶走你嘅隨身物品及行李。前往機場嘅乘客請喺呢個站落車。The next stop is Airport Terminal 1. Please remember to take all your personal belongings or luggage with you before alighting. Passengers for airport, please alight at this stop. 下一站是机场1号客运大楼。 离开车厢前，请不要忘记带走你的随身物品及行李。前往机场的乘客，请在此站下车。乘客可以轉乘龍運 S64 線或 S64X 線前往國泰城及東涌。Passengers can transfer to route S64 or S64X, A38 going backwards, to Cathay Pacific City and Tongcheng, and free upgrade over there, E21B, not a City Flyer route and using City Flyer bus. 乘客可以换乘 S64 路线 S64 或 S64X 前往国泰城及东涌。E11B back to Causeway Bay. More city buses. E22 going to Lam Tin. I've taken that one time, it's pretty good. Of course it's not great for filming because it's so long, but I need to go to Laguna City, which is good because it loops in there. Airport Express going. That's at 9 over there. B5 Sunny Bay Station. Oh my gosh, it's full as hell. E21 Tai Kok Tsui Harbor View Island Harbor View next to Olympic Station. A41P Wukaisha Station. That thing's 30 minutes per bus. And A47X going to Tai Po and Tai Wo. It's kind of weird that they actually call that A47X but not A47 because we actually don't have A47. Plus, it's actually not express, that thing. It actually needs to go past Pak Shek Kok, which is so bad. A11. More A21. A21's reached ridiculous frequency after they have enhanced the service back to normal. At like 5 minutes per bus for A21. It's ridiculous. Before during COVID, it's 45 minutes per bus for the A21 because no one needs to use it. I really like the A routes for city flyers, the announcements that they actually name it. They actually said in the when you actually start the service at the airport, they says, "Welcome to Hong Kong. Thank you for choosing Thank you for choosing taking City Flyer route A21 to Hong Kong Station via blah 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 blah." It's just very funny that it says "Welcome to Hong Kong." And there's Tongchong at the back. We will just basically just drive right through. We don't need to stop. And there's Tongchong North over there. Right past Tongchong. Tongchong is inside. Don't need to stop there. Now for some of the A routes, they actually have a deviation in the morning to actually just serve Cathay Pacific City as well, but it's just morning deviation. But not this route. This route doesn't have any deviations. Some of the other routes do have deviations, like A41, all those more important ones. Now for the A routes, we will drive up to stop right next to the departure terminal. So we will go straight up to the top floor to actually drop people off. Instead of actually like the E routes, actually just stop at the bottom. We will, for real, because it's for real an airport route, so we're gonna be mostly basically helping out with all of the people. Yep, here we go, up. And here's the drop-off zone. And here we are. I will be the only weirdo actually continue our way through, but yep, it doesn't really matter. I don't think there are any stands here. You can just basically drop everyone off anywhere they want. This is from Kamsha Road, by the way. A38 from Kamsha Road Station. Is that from Kamsha Road? Not so sure. The next stop is Airport Ground Transportation Center Bus Terminus. 下一站是机场运输中心巴士总站。Yep, I'm the only weirdo. I'm the only one on board right now, so it's just really weird. But we just basically do a quick turn and basically return back down. For those actually going to Hong Kong Chai Macau Bridgeport, it will be a little bit further. So for real, if you're actually not really like going to, if the bus is actually going to Hong Kong Chai Macau Bridgeport, it's not as weird. But right now it's just weird. Oh my gosh, that's so many green taxis out there. Holy crap. Now, green taxis can come in here. It counts kind of like new territory, so it's allowed to come in here, but they cannot be going into the city center with passengers. They can drive to the city center as a private car, but cannot drive as a taxi in there. So I've seen one time a blue taxi in the city center, which is so funny. Yes, blue taxis can't go to the city center, of course, but you of course need to be a private car to drive out. Then that guy also actually have to drive all the way back to Lantau to actually end the stay. Which is pretty funny. Now these guys are literally paying like a ton of money to get out. Because urban taxis, for sure, they're going to charge them a lot to get out to the city. At least $200, if not more. Now in Hong Kong, most of the time, drivers don't really actually ask you why the hell you're taking full journey. They don't really care about you. So this is why I like Hong Kong drivers most of the time. They don't care, they're just driving. They're not even care because I can go to all of these stops. It's not like not allowed, so of course I can come down here. There's so many construction works going on because of the construction of the new Terminal 2, which hopefully they will use it very soon. And after making a big loop, we have made it back down to Ground Transportation Center Bus Terminus. It's time to get off here. It's gonna be so awkward when I get off. Yes, there are two spots for the terminus. One is actually for mainly Long Win routes over here. And okay, that guy literally just decided to just go to the depot over there, which is not good because if I'm for real on there, then actually it's going to be a little bit annoying. Now let's see what he's gonna do afterwards. He can do any routes that they can do over here, so it doesn't matter what it is. Let's say he's gonna do E37X. And off. And there's the A38. If he's doing another, I'm actually screwing with the driver. He might be probably like very annoyed because I'm here. Because if I'm not here, he doesn't need to drive in here. He can just drive to the park. He can just drive and park right away after up there dropping off, because there's no point of coming down here when there's no one. Oh, let's say he's just parking right there. There he is, A38 service done. And it's okay actually. The loop around Sham Tseng is not too bad, but of course it's stupid. It just looks so dumb. This is the ground transport station. Every single route that actually drives around here will stop here for the city bound and all of the other direction bound. So this is all the Long Win routes with some of the random E routes that stop around here. The city fly routes are all the way back there always. There's so many stands here. If you remember the airport station video from my chain channel, that big old display board at the front is literally massive, showing every single route that actually goes around here. So, which helps you guide you to all of the places that you need to go. That's why it's very, very useful. But that's the whole A38. It's pretty fun. And no, he's just going back now. No. Sad life for him, going back again. Allway Gardens. Check out the links in the description down below for my other channels and my Instagram. Click on these videos up top, and I'll see you guys next time.